I don't know. Maybe you have to talk to Lee.
Now, yesterday was the first time I signed something so she could get paid.
Oh, I guess it was
That's what I thought.
yeah.
I mean, if I sign, I need to sign 3 tickets for her to get paid 3 times, right?
I don't know how that works.
Well, I mean, that would make sense if I signed just for the ticket.
Yeah, yeah. You have to do it a little bit longer. Okay, are we ready to go?
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to ask you a few pretty general leading questions and just answer them naturally. Let you ramble a little bit. We're here at Asian Beauties December 2010 Romance Tour in Chongqing, People's Republic of China, with one of my favorite tour participants, Alan. Alan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
A single male, auto dealer, love to travel, and this is my second trip to China. The trip sounded real interesting, so I thought I'd participate in some pretty women.
Where are you from, Alan?
I'm from Texas,
Texas, the grand state of Texas.
great state.
And where in Texas you're from?
Houston area, just outside Houston.
Big metropolis. Um, can you give us, please, your impression of Chongqing as a city and its people?
Huge city with 32 million people. It's a major area. I think that was a good experience. Friendly. Only when the weather's good, a lot of people there.
Cool. How do you find the women that can meet with you and the participants from Asian Beauty organizations?
The women that I selected are all of them.
All of them in general.
Yeah, I mean, everybody seemed to be real nice, other than the only comment that I have is that, I expected or was anticipating that they would speak some kind of English. And, I haven't had anybody to speak English that I was interested in.
Uh-huh.
We need to translate.
So, did you have a translator?
Absolutely, yes.
To do your job?
Excellent job. Excellent job. But it's still difficult to communicate even with a translator or a girl will be fine. But it's still difficult to connect.
What made you choose Asian Beauties and specifically Chinese women to pursue?
Well, last year I was in China on some business and met someone and enjoyed myself. I was in Shenzhen, went over to Hong Kong, I was in Beirut Beijing for a while. And I enjoyed it. I like the culture, I enjoy the Eastern culture, I enjoy Eastern women, I like the loyalty, and just the general closeness. It's a different way of life. We don't see that. So that created a feeling for me wanting to do this. This was presented to me through the internet. I don't know how they got really kind of over me, and then I feel out of hope. And then it just kind of just fell together.
What you had two social functions here, socials, and it was a speed dating situation, about 100 girls the first day and 100 girls the second day, and you pretty much got to meet everybody at one of the tables that you rotated on. How did you find that whole setup? Was it effective for you? Was it how did you find it?
Well, it's the first time that I encountered anything like that, so I hadn't really had didn't have really any experience with that. So it was a fast way of meeting a lot of people. Just a real fast way to, it's a hit and miss type system, but it's a fast way to meet a lot of people. And you try to pick someone out that you're interested in. If you are, you go to a different table.
Right. Yeah, speed dating is rather taking off all over the world.
Again, the language barrier was only different. If the language barrier would have been a little easier, it would have gone a lot smoother.
Right. Well, this is China. It's not Beijing. It's not Shenzhen. Rather, it's not Shanghai, and so it has, if you will, less exposure to the rest of the world. But one of the reasons that we chose Chongqing is because the Chinese themselves consider this city to have the most beautiful women in China. So, and that's what Asian Beauty is all about.
There's a lot of beautiful women, no question about that.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear
There's a lot of beautiful women here, there's no question about that.
I just wanted to make sure I had you right. Would you consider coming back to Chelsea either on an Asian Beauties tour or on your own?
Yes, definitely.
Right. Have you met anybody? No. Of all the hundreds of women that we introduced you to, you seem to have chosen one or two to spend your probably more than a week with. How's that?
Well, actually, it's turning out to be just one. But again, she doesn't speak English, so it's difficult. With the translator, it's been a little easier, but it's a little bit difficult because you can't communicate. She's a lovely gal. I mean, I don't know what will happen or how things will work out. But meanwhile, it's still we're still getting together.
Okay. Do you plan to pursue this relationship once you go home?
Have to see how it works out between now and the time I leave. More than likely, if things continue to blossom, yes.
Um, have you been on a tour like this before?
Never.
I've never done this. Did you have expectations coming in, or and if so, did you meet those expectations?
I think it's met all the expectations, other than the fact that I personally didn't realize the language barrier. I didn't think it would be, since I had some experience in China, and my experience last year for 2 weeks,
Right.
the majority of the people that I was involved with spoke enough English to communicate,
Right.
which was very impressive. Here it was just the reverse. I've met very few, if any, that really speak English with any ability.
What kind, if any, what kind of emotional changes, if any, did you experience meeting so many women in one room at one time?
Emotional changes?
Well, how did it hit you? Was there a culture shock? Was there a social shock? Was it, I mean, because, we talk about this. This is an experience that very, very few men in about in the world have experienced.
Well, I pretty much understood that there was going to be quite a number of women attracted to the profiles on the internet. You hardly see any of them attractive. And so I had anticipated a large quantity of very beautiful women that we'd have an opportunity to meet, subject yourself to, communicate, possibly, move forward in a relationship.
Well, Alan, it was my pleasure to meet you. And we spent a little bit of time together and a lot of time talking. And I hope we can hook up again very soon, very